I am here live on this, and I've been quite quiet for a few. Been recalibrating, shall we say, moving about. I've moved space, and I'm bringing myself together. So I've just been starting my podcast to help people a little bit more on a larger scale, as I've been asked spiritually to do, so that we can be guided together, and with a bit more awareness of what's happening with our body and our cells. So I talk a lot about the physical conditions in the body of the spiritual awakening that we're all going through right now. And there's a lot of words about earthing. And this is to do with the solar plexus. And you can see me here. This is the heart chakra here. Solar plexus is in here. Okay, and this is where the earth element meets the wood element. And we can always see outside in our reality what's going on. So about the heat and the soil is getting very dry. And this is our own earth element, being our stomach and our spleen, and about digesting toxic information, whether it's coming from the outside through our eyes, mouth, not so much nose, but and also about how we're processing how to rise above. So the energy of the lion is the truth and the raw, and the lions there's a lot to do about the lion. Actually, is this anger, is this letting it all important. The heat is reflective to how much suppressed anger we've got in the liver element. So the liver is the tree. Sometimes it's linked to the lungs, but the lungs is the aura field, actually, and the soul is in the middle of the earth. And we have this reflectively, the soul is being drained. This is why we have problems with utility bills, and the source power of the soul is being disassociated, which is about the throat and the lion. I say spiritual war. It is happening in every single one of us. We're aware of what language. It's a physical condition. It's a very mental health. The mental health is the disassociation from the heart and the mind. So if your mind is not clear, we have between our heart and our solar plexus. So I talk a lot about the internal system and how to get this chakra really, really open. If this middle jowl, this solar plexus chakra is really open, then the upper jowl can open up safely, and the lower jowl down below, menopause, lower back, hip issues, knee issues. Everyone is having a lot going on everywhere, actually, but these are the links, and the true core, we have the true brain is in the gut. Okay, but spiritually, when we close our eyes, this is linked to our own inner soul traumas. Firstly, linked to our inner child, what experiences we asked to come down here and receive. When we take the understanding that we asked to come here with whatever we did have, we then find it easier to go back and take that responsibility. That's why I say it like that. So 0 to 7. And then once we have no fear of going back into this, we can then retract into the so we have a lot to clear in the consciousness. And the consciousness is stored. The memories are there, but it's the pain and whether we are able to deal with it. So we're all being called right now to come inside and deal with the consciousness inside our body. This is the Christ consciousness here, which links to the mind. This is a lot to link with psychosis and people needing suicide thoughts or feelings of needing to get out of the house. That's a manifestation of your heart that goes to the body. So I've done a podcast and I speak a lot about issues, and they do overlay. It's like a little pattern, and I've done this so to support because I went through a lot of this and did a lot of reason. Now connected, I have my spirit guides and now guided to put this out there to support people with mental health or physical conditions as well. There's physical techniques in there. And if there are any questions or ideas that I can do a little podcast on, or I can ask the questions, or I can guide to where we get the answers are always there. And yeah, drop me a line, send me a message, and I'll do a little podcast. So they're just doing a little promotion on it. Do just all about it. I'll do a link shortly after this video. And yeah, so now we've had the Lionsgate with the history of humanity, a severe war that broke away consciousness, and now we've been healing from this for a very long time. And this this energy line that's just opened up, this Lion's Gate, now we've been experiencing, which has been a lot of movement, a lot of change, a lot of illness, a lot of fracture, a lot of movement, whether it's internal, spiritually, or out, like all these been very, very, this is the love frequency, painful things if the work's not been done. So and even if you are doing the work, you still have a lot of change. I did myself. So from now we have the 3 days to fully express it to ourselves, and have the awareness of what's going on, because then this full moon can really bring it up. And it's always the 3 days, 1, 2, 3, after something like this has happened. 1, 2, 3, and then we fully purge. So really bring yourself into say, what's happened, what do I want to change in my life, my energy to heal. Now remember, when we have spiritual attacks or whatever, anything, energy in our force field, that's where the way to rise above it is to heal whatever trauma is at the same frequency as this. So actually the dark pushes us to the light, if that makes sense. So to be aware of what is it that we all individuals want to heal, your soul, everybody wants to heal, the earth wants to heal. We can say, okay, so we're connected to the earth, and she's overheating because she's a little bit suppressed anger, shall we say. That's what happens when there's untruth in the atmosphere. So we can see, unfortunately. But if we all we need to do, so to do this, one step at a time, is to heal the world, is to heal our world, which is the earth. The earth's inside this diaphragm. So we have the earth and the liver, which is the roots of the consciousness coming down, and then we can learn to grow with the tree. And this is the wound around the trunk of the tree, and the 3 jowls and the branches and things like that. It all links in. I've done a podcast on this. And then the consciousness being the heart in the clouds. And clouds have now cleared. It was quite foggy, but when our consciousness clears, when our heart is clear, we have clear consciousness in the galaxy. So yeah, love and healing, and lots of self-love and forgiveness, and clarity. If you need space, to give yourself space. And yeah, I'm trying to switch. Okay, take care. Bye bye.